Watch this. I was trying to think of this earlier.
But there's a lot you don't know. I'll bet you don't know about this. Oh, come on. That's a stick of my sweet creamy butter.
Mother Nature.
Chiffon stick margarine. Chiffon stick margarine? Right. Chiffon fooled you. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
I remember this
Yeah.
so much. But look at how they made that look just so delightful.
And
But
that's
wait a
what they're
minute.
doing now. That's what we're talking about, fake food.
Right.
Past the fire, past the sounds. Moonshine through the clouds, saddle up, 'cause there's no stopping me now.
Good job, babe.
Not nice to fool Mother Nature.
It's not nice to fool Mother Nature, and yet we are seeing this all around. You just saw this. You saw a video earlier today, right? Is that why we were thinking that this would be a good topic to chat about?
No, it's actually kind of been on my mind. And Graham had mentioned too about farming and gardening and some
Yeah.
of these things that are becoming
Forgotten.
out, or they're not even forgotten. They're being intentionally sidelined. They are being taken away by the fake food industry and by people who like buy up all the farmland but don't grow crops. But what they do is invest very heavily in the factories that make fake meat or fake eggs or fake
Right.
butter. You know, I can't believe it's not butter. So it's not that fake butter is new. The margarine is well, do some homework on what is margarine. Because,
It's just oil,
yeah,
right?
Right.
So,
it's hydrogenated oil.
right, exactly.
And, but this other thing is not that.
Oh,
Bill Gates' new butter investment is not margarine. It is
Okay.
something different than margarine. But it tastes just like butter. You know, that's the good news. It spreads like butter. It looks like butter. It tastes like butter, but there's nothing even remotely butterish about it. And the same with his meat. The what do they call that? What's the fake beef thing that he's created? Pardon? Impossible burger or something like that.
is that Bill Gates's thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was his.
So when you start taking healthy eating advice from somebody who already thinks there's too many people on the planet, I got to kind of wonder about the integrity of that person.
Okay, so what I'm seeing Beyond Burger.
There
Okay,
you go.
thank you, Graham. So it looks like this lab-made butter alternative is called Savor.
The company that makes it is called Savor.
Savor, and it is backed by Bill Gates, but it's a
Yes.
food tech startup.
Right. It's Bill's company.
So the things that make it fake food is that it's not made from cows, plants, or traditional oil.
No.
So we don't even know what it is. They are using a thermochemical process that combines carbon dioxide from the air with hydrogen and oxygen to synthesize fat molecules that mimic the taste and texture of dairy butter.
Because cows are bad. Cow farts are destroying the universe somehow. Depending on who you ask, this is a global warming or a climate change issue. And so they're doing away with farms, especially family farms. There's a lot of family farms that have been penalized out of existence.
Yeah.
Both for crops and for livestock. And so what you have is the people buying up farmland that have more money than they know what to do with, but they're not farming on it.
Right.
And so animal production is going down, crop production is going down, but the fake food industry appears to be blossoming.
Booming.
And so, but somebody brought me that article yesterday about the butter thing,
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, what do you think? Doc, what do you think about this fake butter thing?" And it's not that people haven't been doing this a long time. You can, even in the old texturized vegetable protein, they're always trying to make things taste like meat that aren't meat.
I know, and we
Like, why
fell
don't you just
for
eat
it back
real
in the
meat?
day. We fell for it back in the day.
We did, and then you realize here's what that is, and here's its health impact.
Exactly. Yeah, I went completely iron deficient and started craving red meat. So I introduced it back into my diet before you did.
Yes.
So for a long time you did that. But the thing that bothers me is that what they're talking about is they're trying to make it seem like this is going to be a benefit to our environment to eat this non-butter.
They're tying,
butter, right?
yes, they're tying the fake food industry to the climate change industry.
Yeah.
Because, making real food is somehow not helping us. Although in the article that you just read, it says carbon dioxide is one of the sources of carbon in the hydrogenated project or the whatever. So, and that's another thing I don't completely understand. They'll say CO2 levels are too high, but guess what trees need and plants need to stay alive?
It's
CO2.
an ecosystem.
And then the more CO2 they have, the more oxygen they give back. And if you actually wanted to save the environment, wouldn't it be smart to just plant more trees? They would give off more oxygen that we could then breathe. And so the whole concept to me is
criminal.
Scientific. Well, I don't want to wake up with a horse head in my bed. But at the end of the day.
Small potatoes here. But I would love for our community to understand that there are health risks when you go outside of the world of real food. So they're even saying here that because when you guys started using margarine back in the day.
Yes, and we did.
And we did for a short time
I grew up on Pop-Tarts and margarine and Jiffy Pop popcorn.
And look at how
and
good
Jell-O. Oh my gosh, we had Jell-O with every single meal. Well, every dinner, every evening meal.
And they called it salad. I thought it was
Jell-O salad.
Funny.
If it was orange Jell-O, it had carrots and pineapple chunks in it. And it was Jell-O salad. And you could put Miracle Whip on top of it just to kind of spice it up a little. I kid you not.
Okay, so my Italian family did not consider that like real food.
Oh, it wasn't real food. But you know what it was? It was beautiful marketing and well designed for convenience. And, no different than bell-bottom pants. Those were a bad idea, too, and people bought them. But
that's fashion, though. That's not going to change your health.
Hot dogs.
Yeah.
Oreos.
Oh, my gosh. I love a hot dog. Do you guys love hot dogs? I love a hot dog. We get the better ones. We get the organic, all beef hot dogs, but
twice a year.
Yeah. But every once in a while.
The green Jell-O.
He came home the other day and he said, "Did you have beans and weenies for lunch?"
Yeah, there were beans and weenies left over in a pot. Like you didn't finish them.
I had cut
And I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
dog.
Are there beans and weenies? Franks and beans are in this pot.
I just sounded so good to me. Yeah, I must have needed some fiber and some
comfort
protein.
meal.
Yes, I know. I finished it. I put it in a container and I saved it and I finished it off the other day. But so the green Jell-O was what?
The green Jell-O was somehow she would whip it like with a mixer, with the beater.
Oh,
and
she
so it
added
was
like
foamy.
some cream in it.
I don't know, but it was foamy on the
cheese
top. And then that had cottage cheese and pineapple.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different version of salad, but equally
So
delicious.
did you like it?
Yes.
You liked it. Did your brother
Heaven
like
help
it?
me. All day.
Tim liked it too?
Yes. So, but in the 60s, and this is in the 60s and 70s, is kind of when the fake food industry started booming. After World War II, synthetic things were starting to be produced simply because they were convenient and they had shelf life.
Farmers were not farming, right?
Well,
were they?
Oh, of
or were
course,
they
of
farming
course.
and sending to the troops?
And again, if you think back 50 years, which we're talking about 50 years ago, probably 80% of the groceries in the grocery store didn't exist 50 years ago because the produce section and the meat section and the dairy section were big pieces of the grocery store. And then in the middle were these other little now becoming convenient items that were synthetic or processed foods. So they were processed for shelf life. Velveeta. You don't even need to refrigerate Velveeta cheese.
Spam.
Right.
Yeah.
Built to last.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Right.
Toxic.
Yeah.
But as the circumstances evolved, we have become like there's an industry now that's built around convenience and speed.
Right.
They call it fast food.
Right. But at the expense of health, don't you think?
Oh, 100%.
So much of
It's
what people
trash.
are dealing with
It is
are these
absolute trash.
lifestyle choices, which are what we bring into our kitchens. What we
Delicious
put into our
trash, but
bodies.
trash nonetheless.
Yeah.
And you can see that disease rates have climbed.
Right.
I think it was the Nixon administration that started the war on cancer. And guess what? Since we started a war on cancer, it's gone up every year. There's been, how much money have we thrown at this?
Yeah.
You know, between pink ribbon stuff and blue ribbon stuff and walkathons and bake sales. And I mean, it's wild. Disease rates in our country have consistently gone upward with the processing of our food.
Yeah. So going back to the carbon butter, one of the things that it's saying, I mean, this has come on really fast without any real testing, so no long-term studies.
If you look backwards about 5 years, this is the same guy who was telling you the shots were safe.
Well, but what gets me all upset is that, you know, there's so many things that are maligned that are actually good for you.
Like butter.
Like butter.
Real butter.
And, you know, and we really can use that. And it is good for breaking down, you know, the bad fats in our body. And people don't understand that. They just kind of lump them all together. And
well, fat was vilified by the sugar people. The sugar industry is who said fat was the culprit. Yeah. And at the reality is sugar is the problem.
But from a caloric perspective, all fats are pretty much the same. For a tablespoon of olive oil, that's about 110 calories. Butter is about 110 or 120 for a tablespoon.
Okay.
Or I'll be curious to see how many calories are in this carbon butter. Let me see. Because, you know, that is something, for me, I'm very liver conscious, and any fatty liver disease is on such an incredible trajectory for hitting more than 90% of the people in the country.
Corn syrup solids, all the toxicity that we've been taking in, the liver has to process. And the reality is that liver is just like any other piece of meat. It's going to eventually get exhausted by being overworked.
Right. Yeah.
So you think of your liver like a furnace filter. Eventually, it will clog up and
110 calories.
Or replaced. So the same caloric intake.
Same caloric intake.
But it goes to show you that not all calories are created equally.
Exactly. 100%. And you know, and they're also saying, okay, so when we went to margarine, I want to go wrap around back to that, because when you started on, we probably started eating
We were blue
margarine.
bonnet people. Chiffon was awful. Blue bonnet. Everything's better with blue bonnet on it.
Okay.
Look it up.
It might have been that. But you know what? We did have margarine in the house, but we also had butter because Dad did not like margarine at all.
We did not have butter in the house. I don't think I had butter until I went to my grandma's house.
Yeah. And it might have been, I mean, I can see Mom liking butter better too.
And we used to keep bacon fat in a...
But bacon fat's okay.
Heck yes, it is.
Now it's come back to like those lards and that type of thing, tallow. That is the real deal, and that's the way our grandparents ate.
Yep.
That's how they cooked. That's what was filled in their kitchen, you know, over a hearth with their family all around them. Right here, let me go back to that. A recent study found that consuming more than 7 grams of margarine daily was associated with a 29% higher heart disease risk and 41% increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Wait
a minute. You mean eating plastic food is bad for you?
Yes, but you know what? There's some people that knew that all along, that this was a bad road to go down.
Yes.
And
there's such a thing as marketing and advertising.
Marketing, it makes me so sick.
Yeah, it's a wild thing. If nobody had a TV, everybody would be healthier.
I agree. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did cut off our Spectrum, so we are no longer cable people. So we'll go back to the 3 channels that we can possibly get.
Whatever. For as much as we watch it,
I know it doesn't even matter.
Saves a ton of money.
Ton of money. Yes, just so you know, $250 a month. Yeah, that's substantial.
Okay. What did they say when you canceled it? Did you call somebody?
Yeah, they're like, you know, we can put you in the silver plan.
Oh.
And then
What's that mean?
Oh, they just took out some of the channels. Took off some of the channels. And I'm like, but don't you want to get the news? And I'm like, we really don't want to get the news. No. We've never watched the news on there.
Propaganda.
When we need weather, we watch Ryan Hall, y'all. You know, we're not going to watch the news.
Yeah, there's other sources of news. The internet has wrecked the mainstream media's news agenda.
What I said to him is, I said, really, if anything, he'll watch the Golf Channel.
That's the only thing I will miss.
But I think that we can get that as a streaming. Is that right, Graham? Can we get that as just like a streaming thing, like the Golf Channel, if we wanted to? Yeah.
I'll live.
So I know it's well worth it. So at this point, the health takeaways, at least from chat, are that traditional butter may raise LDL, but trans fats are harmful.
I was going to say LDL's there for a reason.
Right, exactly.
LDL has a purpose. Trans fats
does.
have no purpose other than to clog your pipes.
So carbon butter, it hasn't been studied, so there's no known risk.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's lab food, there's lab meat, there's lab butter, there's lab eggs. What's the thing, the eggs that come in a carton that aren't eggs? There's a name for that.
I
Like I'm not allowed to have eggs.
Egg beaters?
Yeah.
I wanted to
Again,
say beaters, and I'm like,
From the 70s.
Beaters.
70s and 80s
Yeah.
is when fake food started becoming available. And I'm always entertained by the vegan people or the vegetarians who want to eat things that taste like real food, but
Yeah.
they make them out of other things.
They make them out of other things, and they're just not well
way less helpful.
assimilated, and
Right.
you're not getting those micronutrients.
Tofurkey.
So, but the other thing about this carbon butter is there's no transparency around sourcing. There's no long-term data available about health effects, so it's very speculative. It is described as ultra-processed, which of course raises caution until studied, but it's like the appeal thing.
Yes.
You know, even on organic,
who's buying that? Who's backing that?
the same person, right?
Same person is taking your organic food and coating it in this chemistry
But
bullcrap.
somebody had to allow that to happen.
Well, everybody's got to make money somehow.
It's so frustrating. So, and there are some things that you can use if you if you're getting fruit that's not from a farmer's market. You can use something to break that down. I'm thinking it's baking soda water.
You might be right. There's got to be a
can't
way to get
remember.
rid of it, but
Or
it's
maybe
not
it's
easy.
vinegar. Could be
You know,
distilled.
and you're buying organic food, but if it has, and we
Right.
can put this like the hashtag code tells you, if it has a certain, we can do the homework on that too. If it starts with a
Yeah.
9 or something like that,
Right,
it has
yeah.
appeal on it.
I think also it's color coded. There might be colors
Perhaps.
and numbers. So yeah, I mean, it's at this point it's considered risky for long-term health for
Yeah,
sure.
But it's good for you. It's for the good of the planet.
It's for the good of the planet.
It's for the good of the planet.
Yeah, it's really
The
interesting.
planet is so dumb. You know what would happen if all the people left? The planet would be awesome. We do wreck things.
Yeah, we do.
However, we're not wrecking things to the point that we're being led to believe we're wrecking things. I just read something last week. The polar ice caps have gained over 100 billion tons of ice this year, or in the last 2 years.
Wait a minute. Global warming? Is it
Well,
real?
I'm just saying. The stats don't agree.
Yeah.
And people are very passionate about their stance on how the climate's behaving, and they don't always have all the facts and data because they actually do watch the news, which I think is unfortunate because we're painted a picture and led to believe certain things that may or may not be accurate, and so it's hard. It's hard to understand how that happens, but it is very well orchestrated, not random in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, this was also interesting when I was talking to the Spectrum person. Because I was able to upgrade our Wi-Fi though for free.
Oh, well.
And so, because I don't think we have Alta Fiber out here yet. Do you guys, Graham? We can get it. Okay. That would be
I don't even know what that
would be
is.
my first choice if we could get it, and eventually we will. But she was like, one of the things that she kept asking about was, so you don't have any gamers in your house? You know, she's like, I have only talked to one other person that doesn't have gamers in the house.
Holy
so I thought that was really interesting. You don't game either, right? So
Not anymore. Ever since he had a kid, has wrecked his gaming plan.
but I did think that was interesting. I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, because
understand it.
well, gamer they want the fastest internet possible.
Of course they do.
Yeah. So that's what I think she was trying to upgrade me to even a higher level or something. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting.
Yes.
I just held my ground. I'm like, we're good. It's all fine. So mind food and body food.
Yeah.
So what else about foods though?
Real people should eat real food.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. If it's not real food, don't eat it. Just know the further the food is away from the way God intended it, the further it is away from its natural state, the less beneficial it will be for us to consume.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And the body needs fats, and the body needs proteins, and the body needs carbohydrates. It needs them in certain ratios. The chemistry that's required to break down each of those things is slightly different, which is why when you put in a big Thanksgiving meal that's fats, carbs, and protein, that's why you need a nap. The body says, hey, go lay down while I try to figure this out.
Rest and digest.
Yes. But Oh, it's
You know what my
challenging.
favorite foods were this summer?
Go.
Graham and Honey's cucumbers and Mom's little cherry tomatoes from the other night. Right from the garden. They taste so much. They legitimately taste so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. And yeah, they do.
Real people eat real food.
Real people should be eating real food.
So
The further away it is from its natural state, the less
they'll
healthful it will
probably
be.
put this carbon butter in with all the, the butter.
They'll market it beautifully. They'll give you, and we'll put in the chiffon commercial too.
Oh, yeah,
in
that's
this.
funny, yeah.
It's not nice to fool Mother Nature. Well, that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing, and that's what so many.
And there's always a payout. Just know that for convenience or for whatever reason. And there will be people who say, well, for the good of the planet, I'm going to buy that butter. Okay.
What about the good of you?
Yeah,
I mean, if we were all
like I said,
doing
if you're
good,
taking
wouldn't the
health
planet do
advice from a
better?
guy who thinks there's too many people on the planet right now, that's probably a clue that says don't buy that product.
What are we doing tomorrow
About what?
for our day? We have a play day.
We're going to see the Ark Encounter.
I know. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, I think
And
it'll be
Grace and
big fun.
Graham and Honey are going to go. They're going to meet us down there, and part of it I'm really looking forward to for myself. But seeing things from the eyes of your grandchildren, especially when they're around 3 years old, is so precious.
Well, we're going down there because we were supposed to be going down to Kentucky for another reason, and that reason got rearranged.
His other eye,
Yeah, there's supposed to be an eye surgery happening tomorrow that's not going to happen until
corneal
next year.
surgery.
And so we've got a hotel room, and it's like, well, let's just go down and have a casual day or two.
Yeah, if you guys haven't been down to Covington, Kentucky, it is really cute. There's a lot of really fun restaurants. I actually made reservations tonight for us to be down at Bouquet. And it's a farm-to-table restaurant, and it's within walking distance to Hotel Covington, which is also just a really neat boutique hotel that is not on.
We better get going.
You checking your freckles? That is not owned by one of the Marriott's, Hilton's, Hyatt's. It's not a main chain. So and it's great. We stayed there last time for his first eye surgery, and it was great. They had a great restaurant there, and the
They should be
rooms are
sponsoring
lovely.
this episode. You know that, right?
They shouldn't. They're just fun, and they have good food and comfortable rooms.
Oh,
And-
by the way, hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Living Well Together.
Big life in a small town.
Oh, he'll have to dub that in somewhere along the way.
You can leave it at
We
the
just
end.
kind of
That's
got
funny.
going.
Yeah. No. So really, I think the way you ended it was real people should eat real food. And if you have questions about what real food is, we are happy to help however we can.
It's not that hard. In all honesty, it's not
They make
that
it
hard.
harder than it is. because
Convenience and
we think that though
flavor
if it's in the store,
are the two
then it's
things that
food.
drive all of it. I did a day this week, day and a half, where I just didn't eat. I just took a couple of days, day and a half, and just didn't. And it's amazing how much better food tastes when you take a break.
Yeah.
Kind of nice. Your
I
body
know.
says, "Hey, thanks."
Yeah. Yeah. Water fasting is a good thing to do.
I had a little black coffee too,
Oh, well.
just a little.
Yeah. That's considered a bitter. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I don't want to get on a tangent because coffee is one of those things where it can be medicinal, but if it's overused, it's like poison.
Wait a minute.
So-
You mean there's such a thing as toxicity?
Yeah, but we're not going to go there. We're already 23 minutes in, so we're going to wrap it up.
Well, this was a quickie.
So, yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Yeah.
See you next time.
Wait a minute. I have to do my part.
Oh, we're going to dinner. Yeah, go ahead.
If you like what you see, follow, subscribe, and
Smash that like.
bye, guys. Good job, babe.
Let's get out of here.